which is presenter, which is Argyrios Mitsakos, and he's with us, who is working as a sales manager at Kscram, and he's already with us. And hi, Argyrios, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How
Nice
are
to meet
you?
you.
Nice to meet you
Nice.
too. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, with us, Argus Miss Mitsakos. He's having over 10 years of experience in management roles, and he has acquired global expertise from leading companies in Europe, America, and Asia, and personally worked in 4 different countries around Europe. And he's going to speak on agile dairy innovations based on co-creations. So let's get ready to listen his wonderful presentation now. Okay, so I guess thank you so much for joining us, and we are looking forward to have a great session. Good luck. Stage is all yours now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the rest of panelists. It was a very nice presentations I have seen until now. It was a pleasure listening and sharing this fantastic morning with you. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, I can perfectly see your screen now. You need to unmute yourself, Argus. Okay, just I cannot hear you. You are on mute. No.
Now it's better, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now I can
Okay.
hear you.
Sorry. I was sharing the audio of the system and it doesn't allow me to. Okay, now you can
Nice.
see my screen and listen
Yeah,
at the
I
same
can see.
time, which is
Yes,
awesome.
perfectly all right. Good luck.
Okay. Sorry for this inconvenience.
No
Thank you very much to
issues.
everybody. Thank you, the organization, for this opportunity to share our company information, our processes, and our innovation. Okay? This is the invitation. Argyrios Mitsakos. I'm the sales manager at Kefir. Okay. This is the agenda today. A little brief personal profile. I'm results driven, trying to add value to everything that I do, both personally and professionally. Of Greek origin, living in Spain, father of two, specifically living in Galicia. Okay, a very green place of northern Spain, with the highest dairy production of Europe. Not the highest, but one of top 10 higher dairy production of Europe. Okay, our company, our brand is Quescrem, but our company name is Innolact, coming from Innovaciones Lácteas, which means dairy innovations. So it's very appropriate for our masterclass today to talk about dairy innovations when our company, founded 15 years ago, was already named Innolact as a company name. Okay, we believe in excellence, in global performance, in sustainability, and in commitment as the ways to satisfy our customers, and these are our main values. Okay, a little bit more about us. We are just 90 employees. We have 3 production facilities, all of them in Galicia, in northern Spain. We sell to over 40 countries with more than 250 SKUs and over 50 product families. Okay, and we produce and market 3,800 tons of cream cheese per year. We're not a big company, not as big as many other companies that presented today, but we are really innovative and on a fast pace. We were founded, as mentioned, 15 years ago. Last year we didn't celebrate due to the restrictions, our 15th anniversary. In 2006, we were founded by professional people coming from university. I will explain that later. 2 years later, we launched our Mascarpone. 2 years later, Kscram Plus. I will explain later what it is. And only 6 years after our foundation, we had to extend our factory. That happened again in 2015, and we are already now thinking of a new factory. We opened on the sales side an office in 2020 in China, in Shanghai, in order to attend the Chinese market. And during the last 15 years, we have been launching new products almost every 1-2 years, and receiving also awards, as you can see on the bottom, like ITQI, like CIAL award, quality award, Galician, Spanish recognitions on our innovation. Okay. As mentioned before, we were born as a spin-off of a university research project from the dairy part of the Santiago de Compostela University dairy faculty, and the leading investigators there decided that what they found out, what they had developed, could not stay in a university room but had to be moved to the real economy. They offered the project to many dairy companies in Spain. Unfortunately, you know how it works when a company is approached by some university professors or students. Normally nothing. So they decided that it could not stay like this, and they wanted to present it to create something with this project. So they decided to create Inolact. Since then, we have not stopped investigating and testing new products and new projects and ways of relationship with our customers and our environment. Okay, our differentiation is the customer orientation and our innovation capacity. We are very focused on that because this is what gives us the difference with our very big competitors that we have all over the world. But in Spain, for example, in Europe, we have big competitors that are much larger or much more competitive than us, and our way to differentiate from them is innovation, precisely. Okay. So innovation is the DNA of our company. This is something that many companies say. It's easy to put on a presentation. In our case, we try to do it also, not only to say it. And as I mentioned, the name of our company is Inolact. So this is our company philosophy. R&D department has more than 20% of the company's workforce, much more than sales, for example, and 10% of our revenues are invested again in R&D. As you can see in the middle, the mascarpone, lactose-free, the culinary yogurt, our chocolate, cream cheese, and the black one is the Kscram Plus, are four of our innovations to the market in the last years. And we are in the avant-garde of research and development, being recognized by the Spanish and national and regional governments. We are customer-oriented. We understand we understand the market as an approach together with the customer. Okay, because if our customer is not successful with our products, we're not going to be successful ourselves with them. So we are aware that our product is just an ingredient in a final product, final cake, final application. So we have to follow the trends of our customers, the trends of the market globally, worldwide, to understand what are their needs and their issues and the changes that are happening to the market. Okay, we try to help our partners to innovate and develop new recipes that appeal to the market, considering the so fast changing conditions that we see nowadays. We offer high flexibility and adaptability to achieve our best service. We have a global sales approach. We are in over 40 countries, as mentioned before, in 5 continents, with very special focus on Asia, which is more than 25% of our sales. One of our differentiation, one of our innovations in the beginning of our company is the raw materials. Okay, the choice of raw materials. We produce from very local producers, suppliers. We buy very local raw materials, just around 20 kilometers around our facilities. And one of the different raw materials that we use in our production is buttermilk. This is very unique raw material that normally cream cheese producers don't use, don't consider, because well, it's not always available. It's not always easy, and we have developed a special technology to use in order to use buttermilk together with milk and cream for our production. So buttermilk is an exceptional ingredient with nutritional, functional, and organoleptic perspective. Okay, commonly it used to be a sub-product or a byproduct of butter production, which is low in fat, like about 1% fat, but very high in protein. This is the process how it is obtained, as you surely all know. Okay, after churning the cream, you get the solids, which is the butter, and the liquids, which is the buttermilk. Okay, now why do we use buttermilk? Because it has a higher nutritional value than milk. It's lower in fat and healthier fats. It's high in protein, high in minerals. It's a natural emulsifier, which in cream cheese is very important because our product is used mainly for bakery and pastry applications. So the overrun of the final application is very important here. And it adds creaminess to the products. Okay, so our facilities have the highest level of automation, and but we have flexible production lines at the end. Okay, these are our 3 factories in Galicia, in Spain. All of them have IFS, and all of them have automatization and flexible end lines of production. And last but not least, we are very quality oriented, and this has been certificated by different bodies and institutes. Okay, for example, we work with SAE raw materials. We are FDA approved, ITQI, CIAL award, IFS, and halal. Okay. We work only with noble raw materials, no skimmed milk powder, no whey, for example, just milk, buttermilk, and cream in our production. And these are the awards and the certifications that we own. Briefly, our portfolio. This is our consumer range for the retail. Okay, this is our premium range for gourmet, let's say, shops. Healthy range with many innovations from the last years. You can see here. I will explain them later. One very different innovation, very innovative product is our junior range with our junior regular cream cheese with added minerals, iron, and calcium. And especially our chocolate cream cheese, which we developed together with a very large French retailer in Spain as a co-creation opportunity at that moment. We developed the flavor, we developed the texture together with them, also the nutritional values, and we sold it exclusively to them, to the market for many months, and then were allowed, let's say, to launch it in other retailers. Okay. Our organic cream cheese, our goat milk cream cheese, our lactose-free range, mascarpone lactose-free. Our lactose-free mascarpone was a worldwide innovation. Nobody had at that moment launched a lactose-free mascarpone. We launched it beginning of 2010, and still very successful. It opens many doors. Our regular mascarpone, and now I'm going to present you our industrial products for the food industry, because as mentioned before, we are not so much focused on the retail, but more on food service and food industry. Okay, we look very much on frozen dough, bakery and pastry, ice cream producers, ready meals, and sauces producers. We have standard products, and we have made to measure, tailor-made products. Okay. For example, these are our standard products: our natural cream cheese, our original recipe cream cheese, our variations of natural cream cheese, like the organic, the high protein, and the lactose-free products. Okay, different flavors. Mascarpone, very unique mascarpone due to the high quality, creaminess, very big aeration capacity and overrun, and long shelf life. Our culinary yogurt, was also a co-creation project. It's not a regular yogurt that you can eat just like that. It's an ingredient for mousses, for sauces, for ice cream, for cakes. It's very high in fat, 26%, as you can see, which means like 7-8% more fatty product than a regular yogurt from the shelf, or almost 3 times more fatty than a Greek yogurt. Okay, it can be whipped. It has so much solids that it can be whipped and keeps stable. And it has a strong yogurt flavor to be used as an ingredient with just a little quantity. You can give a very good taste and functionality to the final applications. This product was developed together with different chefs that we invited to our facilities and developed this together with them. It was co-creation, not with customers, but in this time with bakery and pastry consultants. Okay. We have a clean label range with free of additives and GMOs. This is the clean range: our mascarpone, the yogurt, for example, cream cheese, creme fraiche. And then we have the tailor-made to measure products. Okay, this is one of our differentiating attitudes and approach to the food industry, and this is of great help for our sales team to sell our products for the food industry. It's a very big advantage when we can adapt, even for very little quantities, for very little amounts. We can adapt our recipes, our taste, our texture, our functionality to give our consumers, our cheese, for example, cheesecake producers or pie producers, different flavors according to their needs with very small batches. Okay, this is our key. This is our own methodology. What we call the Kscram methodology. Okay, it's some kind of co-creation line, co-creation project way how to approach a project together with customers. Okay, we have an idea, we develop it, we create prototype, we validate it, and we launch the product, which gives us again ideas. I have copied here the 12 principles of Agile Manifesto. Okay, we don't need to go them through, just to be on the presentation. Okay, it's just anybody wants to see them afterwards. We embrace, we like all of this methodology, everything that has to do with Agile and Scrum. We have been received trainings regarding Agile methodology, and we have applied it since many years, even before we knew it was developed, Agile methodology and philosophy to our customer interactions. Okay, we collaborate with big national national and international food industries, which allow us to acquire know-how and offer a world full of possibilities with cream cheese as an ingredient. We offer, as mentioned before, the possibility of customized products adapting to production processes, raw materials, characteristics, and flavors, with the aim of providing our customers with a cream cheese that adds value to their products, always with the highest dairy quality. Okay, so this is how we do it. Normally, we take one range, one base. Let's say you can see on the left the our regular, our mascarpone, our original recipe, our plus, or our yogurt. This is one base we take, and then we work together with the client, with the customer, the characteristics and the functionality, the criteria that he needs from the cheese. Okay, so we work on organoleptic characteristics like texture and colors or smell, nutrition, omega-3, vitamins, etc. We work on different raw materials like cow's milk, goat's milk, organic milk, vegan right now also. Specific technological behaviors to be frozen, to be fried, to have high yield, high overrun, aeration capacity, acid capacity to absorb acid, to absorb alcohol, to have very specific behaviors. And also, if requested, we create clean label products. Okay, and then after having all this, we combine the ingredients. It can be with savory ingredients like garlic, like herbs, onions, salmon, tomato, etc., or with sweet ingredients like hazelnuts, chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, jams, etc. Okay, and then we have a personalized cream cheese. After all these steps, we send samples to the customer to be on the same page. We are very quick with this project. This is with this process. This is what makes us different. Okay, thanks to our big R&D department, with over 20% of our workforce, we can develop a specific product in just a couple of weeks with the customer. If the customer interaction with the customer is quick enough, within 3-4 weeks we can have a prototype at the facilities of the customer, and they can have their product, tasting their product with their application, presented to their final customers. Sometimes these kind of applications are due to tenders with big retailers, for example, or food service customers, food service clients, and our customers are in the middle of the chain, and they are able to be very innovative to our raw materials. Okay. So, and this is the last slide that we normally show to our industrial partners when we want to start some new projects. We want to know more about you. If the more information we have from our customers, the better we can adapt our process, our products, and the project itself. Okay, this is how we end all the presentations. Now, our co-creation process, as mentioned before, we like to set a target. We develop a briefing on what the customer needs. We have co-creation sessions with the customers. We try to find out the problem. Okay, for example, time, low profitability of their application, lack of personal training can be issues, or even some industrial, because there is machinery that has been bought and does not allow the cheese to pass through some specific line, and when the customer needs more liquid cream cheese to have afterwards specific functionality, we develop the new product adapted to the customer needs, and we check. We have regular meetings or shipments samples to the customer for quick feedback, trying to comply with the needs, to agreeing on the timetable, and also to the budget. Okay, which is also important. And now I will show you some applications we have developed together with our customers. Okay, we have some sweet applications and some savory applications. I will try not to make it very long. Of course, these are the success cases. You can imagine that for every success case I'm showing you, there are other 3, 4, 5 cases where we did not success. But this does not mean that we have to stop innovation. It's the other way around. The more we offer, more success cases we have. Okay, we just have to do it in an agile way without investing too much in every step until we see that it's really working the right way. So this is one top industrial bakery and pastry producer of cheesecake, carrot cake, muffins, and the red velvet cakes. The cream cheese they asked from us had to be tasty for the final consumer, to keep humidity in the structure and look good after frosting, freezing, and defrosting the cake. Okay, because the retailer sells the cheesecakes or the applications frozen, and the consumer takes them frozen home, leaves it out of the fridge of the freezer, and can consume it after some hours. But the needs of the cream cheese were very specific. Okay, they needed a unique texture that allows our customer to mix in dose, assuring an homogeneous and high quality cakes for the retail and for the Spanish consumer. Okay, this is one of our most successful cases of development of a very specific product. Another very specific product that we developed together with a Spanish industrial customer in the north of Spain. They had bought a machine that found out that it was a wrong choice, because the pipes were very narrow, and they could not process the cream cheese, the regular cream cheese from the market. So they called us. We visited the factory back in 2012, and we found out that they needed a very creamy texture, very liquid, almost liquid cream cheese to create their application. So we developed Kscram Plus that we made quite creamy, suitable for this industrial machinery. And afterwards, in the application, it had to allow extreme temperatures, like heating and freezing, easy to dose, and natural flavor. Okay, this is what developed together. This product allows, for example, another customer of us, a puff pastry producer. They asked us for the same product, but with goat milk, goat cheese, and caramelized onion as inside the cheese. Okay, as a flavor. So we had already developed the base for another customer, and we developed this special version, this special taste that we offer to this customer, which is easy to dose because it's piped. Okay, resists high temperature of baking, freezing, and defrosting, which is what this industrial customer does to attend the retail and the HoReCa business. Okay, the flavor, as mentioned before, is unique for this customer. Only they have this flavor. This is a development we did for a very large leading pizza delivery company in Spain. They needed a chocolate cream that wouldn't run out of the dough during delivery transport conditions that are sometimes tough. But the cheese had to keep its fluid and hot consistency after arriving at home of the final consumer. So we developed a chocolate cream cheese base that created during the baking process a crust during baking, protecting the liquid from transport and keeping the temperature inside. So after 20-30 minutes arriving at home of the customer, the cheese was intact, didn't run out, and was also good in temperature. Okay, this is another co-creation example. We have developed a clean label together with a big Dutch industrial producer of mousses. They had a demand from a large retailer of chocolate and cheese mousse, and they needed a product that suit both recipes to save on raw materials, on the variety of raw materials, with different organoleptic profiles. The applications were different, but the cheese had to be the same. So our cheese added aeration capacity and stability to the food industry. This is also for a Spanish producer. They produce chicken and mushroom pie and they sell it in the retail. It's produced in northern Spain. It's frozen. It's baked. It's frozen and then it's defrozen in the retailer and heated again in an oven. So they use our product to elaborate the mix together with the chicken and the mushroom, and it gives the final mix creamy and homogeneous texture that allows the producer to dose the mix in the dough. After baking, the dough doesn't get wet, which is what's very important for our customer and also for the final consumer. Another example of Kscram Plus, which is this easy to dose product, was the goat log and caramelized tomato croquettes. In this case, it's a medium meal Spanish meal producer. They need a very special flavor for their applications. We added the ingredients to the cheese. We don't use flavor or colorants. We use a real goat log and caramelized tomato, and send the cheese to the customer. They just have to fry the croquettes and freeze them for the shipment to the final customers of this traditional Spanish recipe. The challenge here was to keep the creaminess of the inside of the croquette and being crunchy outside. The final product is sold frozen to the HoReCa channel. Our mascarpone is present in several tiramisus all over the world. This is from Spain again, in some glasses. It's a Spanish Galician producer of mascarpone, of tiramisu and cream cheese in glasses, and together with them we developed this dessert thanks to our R&D department. Finally, one of the latest, our latest successful products for the food service it's the cream cheese, special cream cheese for sushi. Okay, as you know, cream cheese is being used in large quantities in the sushi business all over the world, except of Japan. We developed a large sushi chain in France, a cheese that could be piped in a piping bag without leaving traces on the knife when the chef cuts the rolls, keep the structure in tempura applications, and keep the whey after several hours or after preparation, so it doesn't leave the whey out. Also, flavor had to be balanced, correct salt quantity, certain acidity, not too much, and fresh and creamy texture. And this is what we developed, the final product. Now we are going to see two products or three in the retail part of our company. Kefir is the first kefir, or Kefir is the first kefir product that's spreadable on the market. The market need, according to our customers, was a new development, looking for healthy, low-fat, high-in-protein, clean label product with the name of this trendy ferment of kefir. It's a completely natural product without stabilizers and preservatives, made only with 5 ingredients with a high protein content. We launched it thanks to the help of a large Spanish retailer, and we're very successful with it. Another interesting cream cheese that we launched several years ago for the overseas markets, very associated to Spain, is the cream cheese with olives, which is a trendy Spanish flavor that we launched in the US, in South America, but also in Asia, in Japan, Korea, and China. We developed also in this sense some other Spanish tastes like manchego, etc. And then the co-creation process for the food service. We work as the food service sector is very atomized. There are millions of restaurants at the end in the world, and you cannot make them all happy regarding the taste. Where we work here is in two ways: either with our consultants, both internal and external consultants, to develop new flavors product for a big amount of food service distributors and restaurants. And also we work with food service chains like fast food, but sometimes a higher level of fast food chains that have their own consultants and their own needs. Okay. In these terms, we analyze their portfolio, their products, and we give them ideas and new recipes of applications for their own applications or for new trends that we see in the market. Okay. One of these products is again Kscram Plus, which is very easy to use in many applications. And we use it for sweet applications, for savory applications, and also our mascarpone, which is very innovative in terms of flavor, creaminess, and long shelf life. So this would be all minutes. I would like to share with you our corporate video. Okay, you won't listen to the sound, but it's subtitled because I think it expresses very well our company values, and you will see some very nice pastures in our region. In Galicia. It's just 2 minutes. Okay?
Origen. El nuestro empieza aquí, en nuestra viabilidad, el bienestar y la calidad. Innovar. El de muchas personas que con su esfuerzo y dedicación no en Kefir. Sabemos que solo así se puede llegar a donde comenzamos a elaborar nuestro queso crema. Ya creíamos firmemente en el valor de cada uno de sus ingredientes, en la importancia que tiene cada proceso, en todas las posibilidades y aplicaciones gastronómicas que podía ofrecer. Hoy somos una familia, nos une un gran producto. Y de algún modo la seguimos ampliando con cada referencia que sacamos al mercado. Sabemos que detrás de cada propuesta existe un vínculo con todos aquellos que confían en nosotros, proveedores, colaboradores, equipo y clientes, aplicando su experiencia y la nuestra, aportando soluciones que se adaptan a sus necesidades, siempre a la vanguardia, apostando por el I+D y con la responsabilidad social que nos define como empresa. Somos especialistas en queso crema y mascarpone. Estamos presentes en más de 40 países, en la industria alimentaria, en la gastronomía, en la cocina y pastelería profesional, pero también en tu hogar, contigo. Por eso, estar cerca de los nuestros nos ha permitido llegar tan lejos. Solo así se puede conseguir un producto único, un queso que se distingue por su origen, su sabor y cremosidad. Un proyecto del que nos sentimos orgullosos. Quescrem. 15 años comprometidos con nuestro entorno.
Okay, that's all. If you have any questions.
Hi, Argus. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation, and the video was really very nice, and the session was really very informative. And I'll ask the audience that if they are having any question, they can ask you in the chat or in the QA session. Okay. So thank you so much for your time, and we are honored to have you, and we are looking forward to work again with you. Have a great day.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, so